Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. All hell has broken loose on The Bold and the Beautiful, and soap spoilers say the drama is just getting started. Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, are both poised to be killed off, and the jury is still out on which one of them will make an exit. But everyone seems to have forgotten that Jacqueline Missins Wood is also set to leave any day now. How will the writers send Steffy Forrester off in the middle of all this madness? Steffy Forrester is not going to leave Los Angeles while her ex Liam Spencer is fighting for his life. But we know that Woods has already left the soap and is on maternity leave, so that means one of two things. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint Liam may need to be transferred to a different hospital out of town, and Steffy packs up the kids and goes with him. Or the other option, Liam Spencer could die on B&B, and Steffy leaves town to mourn his death. According to Bold and Beautiful previews for this summer, there's going to be some major trouble in Dr. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, and Steffy Forrester's marriage. Word on the internet is Steffy could even divorce the good doctor after the dust settles, because she blames him for what his daughter, Luna Nozawa, did to her and Liam. If Finn and Steffy split before she exits, that's a sign that Wood's maternity leave could be much longer than any of us expected, and she's not returning to the soap anytime soon. How do you think the writers will have Jacqueline Missins Wood's character leave town? Will she be back anytime soon? The Forrester mansion feels colder these days, not because of the weather, but because of the growing storm inside it. Tension ripples through the walls of the once unshakable Forrester legacy, and at the center of this unraveling storm is Steffy Forrester. Despite attempts by loved ones, despite romantic pleas and family interventions, Steffy is still leaving Los Angeles. And this time, it's final, or so she says. But in true Bold and the Beautiful fashion, there's far more to her departure than meets the eye. Part 1. The calm before Steffy's storm. Steffy sat quietly in her office at Forrester Creations, her fingers gliding over the seam of a new couture gown. She looked stunning, poised as always, but beneath the flawless exterior was a woman at war with herself. Finn had just left again, and the silence he left behind echoed louder than any screaming match they'd ever had. "You're not yourself anymore," he had told her, eyes rimmed with frustration. Ever since Luna, you've been angry. Paranoid, you shut me out." Steffy hadn't responded. Not then. What was the point? Yes, she changed. How could she not? A secret child, a shattered trust, and a family bond tested to the limit. It all stemmed from Poppy and the mess she brought to Los Angeles. But the consequences had settled squarely on Steffy's shoulders. Liam had tried to intervene again. A few days ago, he cornered her in the Forrester elevator with his signature, "I still care about you" energy. He reminded her of what they once had, what could be again, and how she deserved to be happy. She almost smiled. Almost. But Steffy wasn't running toward Liam, or Finn, for that matter. She was walking away from them both. Part 2. Goodbye, Lay. The decision hadn't been easy, but it had become necessary. Paris was calling her again, louder this time. The overseas Forrester office was struggling in the wake of budget cuts and internal shifts, and she'd been asked to consult. But what started as a short-term offer had blossomed into something more, a complete rebranding, and a leadership position that would let her leave everything behind. So she accepted, she told Ridge first. "I need to do this, Dad," she said quietly. "I love you. I love this company. But if I stay, I'll lose myself. I already feel like I have." Ridge's reaction was surprisingly subdued. Maybe he saw the wear on her face. Maybe he finally understood that his daughter, the strong and beautiful Steffy Forrester, needed to break away from the chaos that seemed to cling to this city like perfume. He hugged her tightly and whispered, "Don't stay away too long." But not everyone took the news so calmly. Part 3. The fallout. When Finn learned she was leaving, for good, he was devastated. "You're giving up on us. he asked her, his voice shaking. No, Finn. I'm giving myself a chance, Steffi said. I need to breathe. I need to stop feeling like I'm just surviving the next scandal. She didn't mention Luna or Sheila or his continued silence during the darkest moments. She didn't need to. It was all there, between them, unspoken, but known. But the most explosive reaction came from none other than Hope Logan. You're abandoning everything you built here. Hope snapped when she found out. You're running away again. Hope's fury wasn't just professional, it was personal. With Steffi out of the way, the power dynamics at Forrester Creations would shift again, and Hope couldn't shake the feeling that Ridge might name her co-CEO alongside Thomas. It reeked of favoritism to her. And worst of all, she didn't want to win this way. But even more complicated, Hope realized, deep down, she wasn't ready to lose Steffi either. Their rivalry kept her sharp. It defined both of them. Steffi didn't argue. She just said, "Good luck, Hope. I hope you find what you're looking for here." Part 4. Sheila's Twist of Fate. As Steffi packed her last bag at the Cliff House, a knock on the door changed everything. Sheila, alive, free, and somehow, crying. "What do you want?" Steffi said warily, her hand instinctively reaching for the phone. "I'm not here to hurt you," Sheila whispered. "I'm here to beg you not to leave." Steffi was stunned. "Excuse me?" Sheila, in her twisted and emotionally charged way, confessed something no one expected. She had grown to admire Steffi. Despite their history, despite the hatred, she saw something in her, strength, leadership, even the love Steffi had for Finn. "He needs you," Sheila said quietly. "More than he knows. And if you go, I don't know what that'll do to him." It was the first time in years that Steffi didn't yell at Sheila or slam the door in her face. Instead, she stood still, genuinely shaken by the strange sincerity of the moment. Was Sheila manipulating her again? Or was this the truth? Part 5. The night before goodbye. That night, Steffi found herself at the beach, staring out at the waves with a bottle of wine and memories crashing harder than the tide. Taylor called from Africa, her voice full of concern and longing. "Are you sure this is the right move, honey?" "Minnow," Steffi whispered. "But it's the only one I can make." Thomas stopped by too, concerned, emotional. "This place won't be the same without you, sis." "And that's the point," she said. Maybe it's time it changed. But the final visitor was the one she never expected. Bill Spencer. "You've always been a fighter, Steffi," he said. "And I've always respected that. But leaving town, that doesn't feel like you." Steffi poured them both a drink and said, "You don't know me anymore, Bill." "Maybe not," he agreed. "But I know this city's gonna miss you." And with that, he handed her an envelope. "If you ever decide to come back, and you want to shake things up, call the number inside." Part 6. One last family breakfast. Her last morning in Los Angeles was filled with bittersweet moments. Kelly clung to her, not quite understanding why Mommy was going on a long trip, while Hayes seemed blissfully unaware of the change coming. Ridge, Brooke, Eric, and even Donna gathered at the Forrester mansion for one final goodbye. They shared stories, laughed through the tears, and toasted Steffi's courage. Even Zend stopped by, offering a heartfelt hug. "Paris will be lucky to have you." As they wrapped up, Steffi held a long look with her grandfather. "You built this family, Granddad. Thank you for letting me find my own way in it." Eric kissed her forehead. "You'll always be a Forrester, wherever you are." Part 7. The plane, the regret, and the twist. At Lax, her private jet was ready. Steffi stood at the boarding stairs, her passport in one hand, her heart in the other. Finn hadn't come. Liam hadn't either. It was better that way, cleaner. Or so she thought. Just as she stepped onto the plane, a car screeched to a halt on the tarmac. Finn ran out, breathless, eyes wild. "Don't go," he pleaded. "Please, Steffi." She paused at the door. "It's too late." "No, it's not. I talked to Luna. I talked to my mom. I talked to myself. I don't care what anyone says. I want you. I want our family. I'll fix it. Steffi's hand trembled. I love you, Steffi. Please don't leave. Tears fell, and for a brief moment, she nearly dropped her bag. But the pilot was waiting. The world was waiting. I have to, she said, voice barely a whisper. Finn dropped to his knees on the tarmac. Then tell me when you'll be back. Steffi turned away, tears streaking her cheeks, and disappeared into the jet. Epilogue. One door closes, another cracks open. Back in LA, life moved on, but not without a gaping hole where Steffi used to be. Hope took on a bigger role, but not without doubting herself at every turn. Finn buried himself in work and in regret. Sheila? She disappeared again. But the damage, as always, was done. And just as Ridge started to steady the Forrester ship again, he received a call. Dad, Steffi said from Paris, her voice stronger. I've got an idea. Something big, Ridge smiled. Tell me everything. Steffi may have left Los Angeles, but she wasn't gone, not by a long shot. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.